guys, it's Taff here, back at it again with another video. I just wanna talk about Chelsea a bit briefly. Yeah, I just wanna talk about why they are actually title challengers this season. And yeah, I think one of the reasons why I do think that they are title challengers, well, the first two are a bit more external factors. I think Liverpool have just lost Virgil van Dijk for a few months. I think he's only gonna be back by 2021, and yeah, that's already bad for Liverpool because they already have an injury crisis at that spot. So they might leak in a few goals here and then. So yeah, they might lose points, a few more points than they could have with Van Dijk being in the team. So yeah, they might be, I think, 10 points off than they could have been, because I still think that they are actually going to win the league. But I do think that Chelsea might, because of that Van Dijk not being there, might actually challenge them all the way, maybe till April, May there. And yeah, the other reason being that City just aren't at it, and they haven't been at it since last season. And yeah, I think it's funny because ever since Guardiola came into the Premier League, I never saw him as a manager that has a defender as the best player, and Walker has certainly been their best player. And yeah, it's weird, you know, to say that their best player has been a defender in a Guardiola side. So yeah, there is that. And yeah, I also say that Chelsea are title challengers simply for the fact that their signings have all been on point. Mendy has been the biggest difference for me. Of course, coming to the season, I was like, of course, CH is gonna be the best signing that they made. Like, I personally did think that that CH was the most important signing, simply for the fact that he's a player at his prime. The other players are either old, way past their prime, but still good, Thiago Silva, or they're just young, Havertz and Werner. So ZH was obviously gonna be the player to pull the strings for them. But of course, as the season goes by and a few clean sheets under his belt, I do say that Edward Mendy has certainly been the biggest factor as to why they look a better side from the first month or so when the league did start. Yeah, with a couple of saves. Um, but yeah, I think that's also a reason why. The next reason is the fact that they just know their way, at goal. They score goals. This season I haven't actually doubted Chelsea with scoring goals. Yeah, I mean, all they like I said, I think this corresponds to the last point that I made about Mendy. If they can improve their defense, which I think maybe that might be their biggest weakness for the season. That might actually be the reason why they don't win. You know, um, yeah, they have a long way. They can go all the way. They can put Liverpool to the sword the whole way. And yeah, I think the fact that they can score many goals, Havertz knows where can pass it to Werner, Ziyech, you name it, all these players, Pulisic also, Kante, yeah, they got all these players that can do a job, yeah, they know their way towards goal. That's why I do feel Chelsea can challenge for the Premier League, and actually are challengers, and can really, really test Liverpool and City this season.